Hello and welcome to the Falcon Blues TV. I'm joined once again with Dastardly Dave, my co-host, and we're joined with David Hughes from the Toffee Blues. So thanks very much for coming. Thanks for coming down. Welcome to the sex layer. It's not as glamorous as Rotterdam with Royston Drenthe, but you know.
We'll get the blue lights on.
I'm just waiting for the initiations to kick in.
Don't mind those chains and the gimp mask on the wall.
You're going to need a couple more of them.
Those chains there.
It tastes a bit funny actually.
But when you start feeling a bit tired and you're just like, you know, those chains, they're Barney's. You know, he goes in that, and then you're next.
And we got the mask.
Oh yeah, we've got a few masks, haven't we? Yeah. God, we're sounding a bit too
football.
Football. Yeah. Sure. Speaking of that, though, I'm sure Royston Drenthe, he's been in a few sex layers actually. Yeah. What a guy, what a character.
Yeah. He's you know what? Surprisingly, he hasn't got the ego you'd expect him to have.
No, he come across really well, and if anyone's not seen David's interview with Royston Drenthe, go onto the Toffee Blues and check it out. It's really worth a watch. He's very honest. It's very funny as well.
Yeah.
And
we'll drop the link in the description for that for you.
Definitely.
But yeah, there's one thing that sticks out. To be honest, I'll be honest, Dave, I haven't listened to the interview yet. The one thing that sticks out is mate. So that's what happens having two kids and then you get fuck all done. The semi-final. Where he was out the night before and Moyes basically said, it's not happening, or well, the rumour was that he'd been out and he basically showed up.
Yeah. All that's actually covered in David's interview.
My guy Gay getting in ahead of him, and it was just like, just put your pride before ego, you know what I mean? But Moyes was like, fucking hell.
He wasn't even on the bench, was he?
No.
No, I think I remember that game. Well, obviously I remember that game. Still had nightmares over it. My guy Gay. Yeah, I remember looking, it was 40 minutes on the clock, and I could see him looking over to the bench as in, I'm ready to come off. Obviously he wasn't fit, was he? But that was just part of the shift that day and the momentum that eventually led to them getting the win. But
sad thing about that game was we were actually controlling the game up until this time, played the ball back.
Don't forget, we were very confident going into that game.
Yes, we were,
what was it? There was a third choice keeper in, and not one of us had a shot from outside the box at him. And whilst every other team before him was taking pot shots just to test him, fluffing his lines every time, and it was just like, what the fuck?
It was criminal.
I remember the whole week, all the press, even the Echo, giving stick about Andy Carroll being in bad form, and I was like, stop it, this is gonna happen, and
absolutely cried it in.
Yeah, Shandy Carroll always scores past us now as well, doesn't he?
It's like cancelling this, isn't it? Fucking hell, he's been warning me. But just going back to the Drenthe thing, he does talk about it, but it's difficult. I mean, he was really honest. He was actually, I thought he was fantastic, really, in the honesty he gave us, but his version of events is a little bit different. So he said he wasn't out partying. He said he was up late. He said, I'm always up late.
And he forgot to put his alarm on his phone.
Forgot to put his alarm on. And he's come in late. And he said he's not being late for training, he's being late for the actual meeting. But the impression I got was his relationship was already at breaking point with the manager. And this was pretty much the thing that broke the camel's back. But it was a shame, because I agree with you. I think had Moyes maybe punished him retrospectively and played him in that game, it could have been different.
I did love when Royston pointed out that he made clear, I'm not a snitch.
Yeah.
And he says like, that had happened where people turn a plate, but we're not snitches, you know. And I was just like,
it was the lingo of using snitch as well. I was like, you're alright, you're Royston.
Phil Neville well grassed them up.
Hashtag Drenthe not a grass.
Moyes was always like that. I mean, do you remember when we played Reading? Reading in the Cup at home, and basically Moyes sent everyone home in the afternoon. They had a training session in the morning, and we were playing at, like, I think it was a Tuesday night. We were playing at 8 o'clock, so Moyes sent everyone home. Jermaine Beckford actually went home to Yorkshire.
Oh, I do remember.
And he got stuck in this now, actually, on the way home.
The game, wasn't he?
And Moyes never forgive him for that.
Because Beckford is always a strange one. Didn't he score something like 10 goals
he did
that season? And he never seemed to be liked in the team. There was a few times, I think one that stands out, Stamford Bridge, he scored, and not one Everton player seemed to go over to him at all.
Yeah.
So I always wondered, was his character just not
suited to
Everton?
Yeah.
But then, with you saying that, I remember that now, and it wouldn't surprise me if Murray's kind of just, and that was it now,
That's what he was like though, wasn't he? He did it with loads. I mean, he did it with, I know I've lost count of the number of players who's
scored the Wales, he passed Chelsea as well, didn't he, last game of the season?
Yeah. 10 goals in the Premier League and his
first season,
was it his first season in the league? It was from Leeds, wasn't it?
Yeah, we signed him on free, and that's where Ken Bates had a pop of us at Jordan, like Leeds' end of season party, if they were having parties, like, and he called Everton a two-bob club who were going nowhere.
Just the man who bought Chelsea for £1.
And the guy who also, did well at Leeds, didn't you, Ken? Yeah, we're still a two-bob club, and
I thought there was going to be some libel in there.
I'm trying to calm myself,
Right, but
is Ken Bates still alive? Is he?
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, because you know, it could be like...
It's already thin ice, isn't it, this stage?
What have you done?
Sorry, Ken, you'll never walk along.
Speaking of them, what a result last night. But anyway, on to Everton, and news is Pickford signed a new 6-year deal.
Yeah, that's good news, isn't it? Safe hands.
Can't I just put that, mate? And I was reading a little bit or listening about his interview earlier, and he's basically saying, you know, Silva is the one to take Everton where we need to be. It's all about patience. We've all just got to just calm down.
Have a little.
You know, it's we've looked at, you know, we got 4 points in 15, 16, 18. And it's like, but it's this transition period. We have played pretty boring the last couple of games, West Ham and Huddersfield, but he's still not been able to play a full strength side and everything else. So it's just, you know, he's not played his side yet. He's not played his 11. Not been able to do it.
No.
So it's a matter of time. But Pickford, I think, is a big one, and it's a good statement of intent for Everton.
It is a big statement of intent.
There was rumblings earlier in January that he could be off to United or Chelsea or sniffing around and whatever, or Man City are.
Pre-season they were getting linked as well, weren't they?
And for Everton to come in and say, no, it's a 6-year deal, it's done. You know, without wasn't even any inkling that it was coming.
Yeah.
But you know, about time, you know, under the radar, it's done. It's a 6-year deal. Pickford's in.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. What's your feelings on it?
Yeah, I can only echo the same. I think when you look at the World Cup he had, he's on everybody's radar now. I imagine, I mean, I'm not going after the away games that you lads probably are.
We've got to one. So
that's 100% more than me anyway, but I imagine up and down the country he's probably getting a fantastic reception, isn't he? He's probably the most liked goalkeeper at the moment in the league. I think getting them down on such a big contract is massive. It's a statement of intent, which is what we need, because I do agree. I still think Everton as a club are going in the right direction. I just think on the pitch it's just been going wrong for us these last 18 months, hasn't it? That it's been kind of really difficult to get enthusiastic about the future, but you know, everybody's still saying the same things. We're bringing in the right people at board level. We're getting the right players tied down. And players who want to be it as well. Like people constantly go on about Lukaku's and Barkley's, and you know they went to be saying they went, but he didn't want to be here, did he? No, he's saying he wants to be here. So if he wants to be here, if we can tie him down, fantastic. And now Everton have got a good few years now, hopefully, to go and do something in the league, go and do something with the cup, to kind of keep these players here, the likes of Pickford. Because make no mistake about it, it's the way football is. If 3 years' time, if we probably don't do anything and he's performing the level he is, we are in danger of losing him, but at least we'll be getting a good fee for it. But we've bought time, haven't we, anyway, to do something.
Certainly have.
Yeah.
Few players back in full training as well, and Andre Gomez.
Finally, is he a footballer? Does he exist?
Got a cool name, hasn't he?
Him and Yerry Mina, I'm convinced won't play for Everton. I'm convinced that the pair of them will never play for Everton.
Yeah, well, Yerry, as we've been calling him, Terry. Don't know why we've given a man captain, but he was back in full training last week. Silva said on Saturday he's not in contention for the game on Sunday. He needs minutes though, doesn't he? I think the Southampton game is an ideal game for some of these players to get some minutes under the belt.
Yeah, the only thing with Southampton is, you know, I think you touched on it before, didn't you, Dave? Very subtly that a half-decent team went out last night, which was a fucking joy to see. Because I forgot what it was like to watch Liverpool get beat.
I've been watching that goal on repeat all day.
What a goal that was. And it's nothing to do with against Liverpool, it's just everything to do against that. But it was just a fantastic goal.
Puskas goal, that one, mate.
Yeah, too right.
That's the definition of a goal of the season. You know what I mean?
But you've lost Liverpool, you've lost
United.
It was going so well last night, really, wasn't it? You know, Tottenham were losing. Arsenal, Brentford took a 1-0 lead early on. But I was like, oh, hang on. might have all the London clubs out, but you know, so West Ham 8-0.
So it's always good when a few of the big names go out early. And I know the argument can be made, well, they don't really take it seriously. I hope Everton are. I really do, because
I would now.
Yeah, I would do anyway.
Because I don't think he did in the last game. I'm thinking
that the side that got put out, but for me, like we've said before, patience. I'm not going to sing "Take That" again. But
yeah, it's so good the first time.
I got the X Factor, haven't I? But I think the big word is transitional. I think that's what this season should be. I've said before, Marcel Brands said this is a long-term plan. Myself, I would be happy with just getting in the top 10 this season, but have a good go at one of these cups. Have a real good go, because I'm sick the last few seasons of just like going out in the third or fourth round. Like I remember how disappointed I was after that Leicester third round at home when we went out, and you could see Koeman was sort of like, I remember him saying Tom Davies was our best player today, he's a youth player, and that was sort of his signal to be like, get me snarling now. But I just want to see us have a good go at the cup. The people who are really fuming on certain players like Davies and Calvert-Lewin is getting on my nerves, because the young players, for some reason people now are expecting these young players to be like the finished article like that. And when people go, well, Wayne Rooney could do it, Wayne Rooney's an anomaly, you know what I mean? He's once in a lifetime player. We certainly did. But I do think the Fulham game that's coming up on Saturday, it's a really big game. We need a win.
I think the game on Sunday showed what we're capable of.
Certainly, yeah.
It's just, you know, we came out all guns blazing, but unfortunately firing blanks. Do you know what I mean? And I think that is the worry for everyone on against Fulham. It's like, well, we're just going to show up and do exactly the same and not put the ball in the net. I think, and I still don't know how Czech got mad at the match really on that one, because every shot was straight at him. He didn't have, I don't think he had much really to do. I don't think he really
tested one off
the free kick from Dean was probably about it. Everything else was either straight at him or overrun, especially Walcott when Calvert-Lewin ran it straight into him when he could have squared to Richarlison. Everything was just seen to be straight at Czech, and there was never, even on the corners, it was like the ball come over, he had him having that. There was nothing was out, not an outswing, it was all into the middle, and it was easy pickings for him.
I'm still quite positive about the performance though on Sunday.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
a lot to take from it.
In comparison to Huddersfield and West Ham, I mean, it was just it was night and day, both games, you know.
I think retrospectively, with a few days to forget about the actual result, you can be quite positive, about the performance. I think I got that familiar feeling after about 20 minutes that we've probably missed the boat to win this game because of the chances we missed. Because you knew that we weren't going to stay on top for 90 minutes the way we was. The one that killed me the most was the Calvert-Lewin when he had Richarlison square.
In the first minute,
yeah. I mean, that was a killer. If we would have went 1-0 there, especially the way Arsenal are, because no one's really convinced by them at the moment. I think we could have won that game.
That's it, because we had as I mentioned it in a couple of videos, their fans were running a bit worried because we had their midfield overrun.
Like you said it best, Dave, it was like a tomb. It was silent,
and they weren't prepared for that. We shocked them for that good 65 minutes. Unfortunately, sucker punched by 2 goals. One was a really fucking stupid offside, which will...
Yeah, we won't get into that again.
Yeah, we've talked about that enough.
Don't get back there.
That's it.
But I was pleasantly surprised to see Everton really have a good goal, especially at a top 4 away team. Well, top 6 we'll call it. I don't know what. That does my head. You remember when Everton were finishing like 5th some seasons and it was still the top 4? Yeah. Now it's the big 6 and it's like...
Yeah, but that's what makes me laugh about this top 6, because count how many times that current top 6 have finished in the top 6 together in Premier League history. Not even Football League, let's just talk about the Premier League, because that's all everybody else talks about. I think it's about 3 or 4 times in 25 years, is it? So this top 6 thing doesn't exist. It's just how the land lies at the moment,
Yeah.
but it'll all change again in a few years,
It
because that's football. So that's what makes me laugh when we start talking about this breakaway league and all that.
Yeah, it's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. It was like years ago when people were saying like, well, you know, when Celtic and Rangers and the league, should they come in the Premier League? My argument to that was always like, well, if that happens, then Hearts are going to win the league for 10 years, and they're going to be like, well, why can't I come in as well?
Yeah.
But League of Nations.
Yeah, League of Nations, yeah. Everyone's favourite international tournament. I watched the BBC video that I still don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what?
What's going on? Yeah.
So, should we have a look at predictions, lads? I've usually been sitting on the fence lately, but you know what? I'm feeling quite confident, and I'm going to go for a 3-1 Everton win.
You read my mind. I was going to say 3-1, but I can't say the same score as you. I want to, but
You can.
I'll go 2-0.
I just can't see us. I hope we get a clean sheet. I think that'll give everyone a big boost as well. But
I think the mistakes are going to start being rectified.
Yeah.
This weekend, I think we'll see a completely different Everton side this weekend.
What about yourself, David?
I think we need a settled side, don't we? Especially defensively. That's why we concede. We just keep not necessarily by choice, but we have to keep chopping our team, don't we? So I think I'm hoping for our first clean sheet. I'm going to go with Dave 2-0. I think goals will come from somewhere because we've been a little bit unlucky, you know.
Yeah, we have.
Better finishing. So Saturday's a big game, and I do think we'll step up, get the win.
I think this is the first time we've all won for an Everton win.
But you said 8-0 the other day.
Oh yeah,
You said 8-0.
I copied what Groucho said on the Grand Old Team podcast. He said the Charleston's back will win 8-0.
Well, I think I went for the win on a Sunday. You said 8-0. So I was like, well, once you start going completely fucking ridiculous, I thought my win was ridiculous. You said 8-0.
I did correct myself afterwards, and I said we'd get a draw. But you know, fingers crossed, eh?
Indeed,
So we've got some plugs, haven't we, Dave?
Yeah, so about wrapping up, but we've got some plugs. So we've obviously got Dave's amazing, I think.
Yeah. No, it is really good.
Speaking from someone who's watched it, loved it,
Yeah, it really is a good interview. I've watched it. You can get yourselves on the Toffee Blues and check that out. Give them a subscribe as well. Subscribe to us and all, like, you know, it's free.
Don't forget us,
But
there's plenty of room for everyone, isn't there?
that's exactly it. We're Everton, aren't we?
Exactly.
That's it. But at the Fulham game, the Black Watch issue will be back on sale as well, won't it? That'll be back on sale, so give that a look. David's actually wrote in that a few times, haven't you?
Yeah, I think, is it the last issue that's getting resold?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm somewhere in there. I wrote something half cut about the future of football, so...
Oh, lovely
Apologies.
stuff,
Spelling mistakes everywhere.
That's standard anyway,
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Might be extra ones in there.
The 2nd of November, Friday the 2nd of November, Peter Reid will be on in this pub doing a sportsman's evening. It's £10 a ticket. You can DM ourselves, Falcon Blues TV on Twitter, Falcon Blues 1878. Or better yet, come on in the Falcon on Bewley Drive, come in, have a bevy, buy a ticket, have another bevy, then have a few more. We got anything else to plug? Of course, FIFA 19.
Your FIFA night.
On Thursday, October the 4th at 7 PM, you can come in and play the new FIFA. You can have a bevy as well. And,
buy a ticket as well?
Yeah, you can come in and buy a ticket, yeah, even better. But yeah,
thinking, mate.
it's the new game. We're not having an official tournament for this one. We're going to probably wait about a month or so after that. But if there's enough people in, we might have a little snide tournament, you know what I mean? Got a championship belt. And I know my cousin's watching the so-called Wolf of South Dean. Listen, mate, if you think you're the best, you've got to be the man, you've got to beat the man. And you've got to go through 16 stone of muscle steel and sex appeal. So...
Alright, Rick Ruth, fucking hell.
Rick Ruth, yeah. Ravishing.
I was going to say one more thing there.
Well, that's the bottom line from me.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Grand Old Team podcast. Are we hosting it this weekend?
I believe so, yeah. Adam will be celebrating, hopefully celebrating right now, the birth of his beautiful daughter. I was on last week, and yeah, we're going to be holding the fort for Adam while he has a little break. So yeah, check that out, please.
Yeah.
Get yourself on Grand Old Team, get on the forums as well. And go back and listen to some other episodes, there's some really good ones, especially with like Kevin Campbell, Stephen Naismith, and on the YouTube channel as well, there's a box one with Jamie Carragher, which is very entertaining.
Yeah, indeed.
It does, yeah. Adam actually gives him the picture of Gerrard slipping, and the look on his face is like,
the very first thing he does, it's brilliant.
Oh, well then Adam, congratulations on the hopefully the birth of your child, so you know.
But that's about it. We'll catch us all later on. Up the Toffees.
Colin Chong.
Blues.